Okay, the third technology piece that I have experimented with over the course of the last couple months only, it's called ReadWorks, and my coworker actually introduced this to me a couple months ago. We were kind of brainstorming some ways that we could just encourage comprehension of passages with our students, and also just support our reading groups a little bit more. Couple things about ReadWorks. It is free and you can access it through any web browser. Students, all they need to do is log in. Usually it kind of works best if a teacher implements their class roster, and then the students can access everything. My why, kind of like I said, was I was wanting to better support reading comprehension and vocab, and also just focus on independent reading and that comprehension piece for the independent part of our reading groups. Also, these passages are very similar to what students see on the MAP test, and so I wanted to prepare them a little bit more as we were preparing for those tests. There's a lot of cross-curricular teaching that happens, and students also are supported with their background knowledge. Intended audience is for obviously teachers and students. My students are 5th grade teachers for reference. So when you get into ReadWorks, you'll see like a home page, and if you have any assignments that are posted, you can go to assignments in progress and see them here. Right now, I don't have any. So if I'm going to content, there's so many different things you can search for. So like, for example, I could search for a Civil War passage, and a bunch of things will come up, and say I wanted to focus on this Reconstruction Civil War piece. I can go to, I can set it as my grade level, and basically they read a passage and then there's a vocab activity, and kids get to kind of look through different words that they'll be seeing before reading the passage, kind of track where their background knowledge is, and then afterwards they'll get to kind of see how they grew in their vocab understanding. And then there's a question set, so you can set it as a 5-question set or a 10-question set. Usually I go for the 5 just because it's like a quick check. But one thing I love about it is you can set the you can set it as a leveled reader. So like my lower readers, I can set it to a passage that might be more their reading level. And then for my advanced readers, I can kind of challenge them more with a more advanced passage. Same content, but I can adjust the leveled passages. So a couple ISTE standards that kind of go along with this is 2.7C, use data to guide progress. Educators use assessment data to guide progress, personalize learning, and communicate feedback to education stakeholders in support of student reaching learning goals. With these assignments, students answer their questions, submit it. I can see what questions they missed, which ones they struggled with, and go back and look at the questions to kind of see what types of questions we need to work on, or something, maybe there's a skill that students aren't getting. And then 2.5A, accommodate learner differences. Educators use technology to create, adapt, and personalize learning experiences that foster independent learning and accommodate learner differences and needs. So like I said, being able to adjust the type of passage that students are getting allows me to accommodate for students with different learning needs and goals. So this is a great resource for reading comprehension, vocab, test prep, all the things.